Today we'll analyze whether Manchester United has implemented new tactics for this season or if they will continue with last season's strategies, but with some different players. In the build-up, the goalkeeper has an important role because with him, they can occupy the 4 channels to build up. In the midfield, the left back moves inside to join Casemiro, and as they are between the lines, they attract the opponent's strikers and midfielders, creating a 5 versus 4 in the final third. When a winger receives a ball, the opponent's fullback follows him, creating space between the center back and fullback, thus one midfielder attacks that space. It's important the movements of the midfielders to create passing lines for the goalkeeper or center backs, and when they receive the ball to play fast to overcome the pressure. In the same way, the movements of the midfielders who drop back to create a passing line, superiority or equality in the middle, and drag one defender to create a 3 versus 3 for the strikers. The times the center backs have the ball and they aren't pressed, the strikers have to win positional superiority and occupy the space between the lines, since the midfielders are covered. The fullbacks make interesting movements. In the start of the build-up, they move inside close to Casemiro, but as the team progresses, they move outside to give width to the team and drag the opponent's midfielders to create space for their teammates. In order to keep playing forward, the strikers have to make runs to support or attack. This time, Højlund makes a run to support. When the fullbacks are open in the build-up, there's a 4 versus 4 in the opponent's half. Thus, the fullback has 2 passing options to play forward, one to play short to the striker who made a support run, or make a long pass to the striker who's running to the space. Sometimes when the fullbacks move inside, the wingers drop back to their spaces to play long balls to the striker, which has a 1 versus 1 situation in the final third. However, when the opponent is aggressive and presses with 6 or 7 players in Man United's half, the goalkeeper or center backs play long passes to the strikers, but usually they lose the ball. The times the opponent drops back to their half, it's crucial the runs to support from the strikers or offensive midfielders to create passing lines between the lines. Moreover, when the fullbacks are inside, the strikers have to win positional superiority to create passing lines and play fast to beat the pressure, while the wingers and fullbacks make runs to attack the free spaces. In the opponent's half, Man United try to play with 5 strikers against the rival's defensive line. The movements off the ball from these players create spaces for the runs of the midfielders that are coming from behind. Nevertheless, the offensive transitions are still the key for Ten Hag, because the best chances came by this phase. In this attack, they depend too much from the individual performances of the wingers and the striker or offensive midfielder to attack the spaces. As we've seen in the phase with the ball, Man United depends on the movements of the fullback in the build-up and the movements of the offensive midfielders to connect the defense with the attack. But when the opponent is aggressive or has a similar quality, the team has issues finding the free player and playing offensive football. Leave your thoughts about Manchester United's tactics. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by Play by Metrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst.